Have you ever thought about how fast data travels in a distributed system? We often imagine it's instant, like flipping a switch. But here's the reality check. It's not. One of the classic fallacies of distributed systems is this dangerous assumption that latency is zero. In simple words, it assumes that there's no delay between when a request is sent and when a response is received. But in real-world systems, latency is always there, and it matters more than we think. Let's say you have services deployed across multiple data centers, or even across cloud regions. When Service A calls Service B, the request has to travel across networks, routers, and sometimes even undersea cables. These trips, even though measured in milliseconds, add up quickly, especially under heavy load or at scale. What makes it even more interesting is that latency isn't just about distance. Network congestion, retries, packet loss, or even spikes in user traffic can increase latency unpredictably. And in distributed systems, small delays cascade into big delays. A few extra milliseconds here and there can snowball into timeouts, failed user experiences, or bottlenecks across your system. The problem with assuming zero latency is that you design systems optimistically, expecting instant responses. But the real world doesn't work that way. Smart architects design with latency in mind. They add timeouts, retries, circuit breakers, caching, and even asynchronous processing to minimize user impact when latency strikes. So, the next time you're building or designing a distributed system, remember this. Latency is real, and it's never zero. Account for it early, and your systems will thank you later. If you found this useful, make sure to subscribe because I'll be covering all the fallacies of distributed systems in this series, and trust me, each one is an eye-opener.